Can you see my face fine? 5, 2, 1. Hey, this is Robert Mosley, backstage at the Bomb Factory here in Dallas with a band that needs no introduction. But hell with it, I'm going to do it anyway. We're here with Megadeth. Okay, cut. Okay. You should be about frame here. Right here. 5. Hey, this is Robert Mosley, backstage at the Bomb Factory in Dallas with a band that needs no introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. Megadeth. That was way too slow, homie. Don't even turn it off. Just leave it on. When I say Megadeth, zoom real fast, go zip right past my face and out of focus. Okay, let's try it one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, this is Robert Mosley in Deep Ellum, Dallas, backstage at the Bomb Factory with a band that needs no introduction, Megadeth. There we go. Go ahead.
Yes, here we are in the fabulous Bomb Factory. Thanks to the generous sensibilities of a man named Skip Richter.
Shut up, bud.
You got no singing. You're gonna overdub this anyway.
Tonight that were just blinding, man. I couldn't even look out in the audience because these parquets were in my head.
So, what brings you guys to a small club like this? I mean, you've normally played larger venues than this.
This is really like taking it back to the fans, you know. I like these smaller gigs. It's more personal. It's much more of a connection with the audience. You know, the big shows, you know, like, yeah? They know who it is.
Buck, shut up.
Here it is, right here. That's who it is.
That's right.
It's Menza Death.
Menza Death.
No, these gigs are cool,
This is
man.
Nick Menza.
These are really cool gigs to do. You know, the fans are into it. It's much more personal, and this is the start of our tour too. So we're still working out our new set. We're changing stuff around. We've done 6 shows, and in 6 shows we've changed the set around 6 times. So
brings you back to them old club days. The last time I saw you was at the Starplex, and even with binoculars, you were microscopic. You know, I was moshing in the fiery grass in the back.
that was a good gig. That was Clash of the Titans, right?
You bet your ass. I was there.
I remember it well. I remember the fires out there, and that was a good show.
I was one of the pyros. Just don't say nothing.
Really good show. I love that, man. I love that stuff.
Melted the soles of my shoes. So I noticed you guys got pretty elaborate videos. Have any thoughts of like a movie or short film or something like that?
Not really. We try to stay out of all that stuff and leave that up to the directors that are making the films, you know, and tell them, you know, we give them ideas for a concept and then they just take the ball and run with it. We just actually shot a video at home before we came out for To Le Mans that will be coming out soon. We're letting Train run its course, Train and Consequences, and then we'll put To Le Mans out.
Yeah, that one's really taken off. Ooh. There goes the beer kegs. Floated another one. Yeah, most of your videos are like little mini movies. You know, they have a little bit more story to them than anybody's video, more than just the special effects and screaming into to the lens, kind of like our videos. So. So, is there anything you'd like to say to the fans of Dallas?
I love Dallas. I'm very disappointed in the Cowboys. I trashed my hotel room. I had the manager come up to my room and tell me, "Sir, you're going to have to keep it down," and I was screaming because Dallas had given away like 3 touchdowns. My desk was turned over, chairs were knocked over. The only thing I had in the room that wasn't wrecked was the TV because I couldn't wreck that because then I wouldn't be able to see the rest of the game.
So are you guys going to take off with a there's the old star.
I ain't joking around, all right?
Are you guys going to take off with a larger tour with some other bands, kind of like the Clash of the Titans?
Right now we're just out with COC, and we're going to go to Europe after this, and I think COC is going with us to Europe, and it's just going to be a 2-man bill. We might be taking Curb Dog with us. You ever heard of Curb Dog?
I think I've heard of them. I haven't heard any of their stuff.
Yeah, they're from Toronto. They're a good band, really good band, 3-piece. And
Cool.
There's talk about taking them out. You never know, man. It's so up in the air all the time.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, you know.
Yeah, that's about it.
This
you
is
know?
great. I'm with Megadeth. They're so cool. I've been like fans of yours for forever. I think Rust in Peace really sunk in the most. That's when I really became, the hardcore Megadeth fan. I mean, because it kind of changed the perception of metal for me. I'm thinking, I'd show my friends, hey, look at what they're really saying in there. There's more to it than, rape your mother and kill the cat and stuff like that. The average type stuff.
Right.
There's actually messages and stories behind it, and a lot of factual information. I was like, hey, look at that. And so a lot of people don't believe it. They're like, oh, you made that up.
There's so many things you can write about. You don't have to write about the obvious stuff, partying and Satan and chicks and drugs, and write about something that other people want to hear about. We write about reality, about life. Our new album Euthanasia is total reality. That's the cover, slaps you right in the face. It's like, this is what's happening in the world today.
Yeah, most people hear the name, and the only word they hear in the name is death. And they get a blocked perception of what it's really about.
It's definitely a negative factor that's kind of always held us a little bit back, the name. But I think the more people look into it and entail about what it's about, then they really realize that, hey, you know what? These guys got something to say. And first most of all, we're musicians, man, and we like to play music and we like to deliver the shit. Can I say that?
Yeah, it's cable. We can do whatever we
Beep.
want.
Beep.
So, as compared to here in America, how good is the following in Europe?
Equally as well. We just went to South America before Christmas, and it was amazing. The response we had down there was unbelievable.
Yeah, I've heard like in Germany and the different countries like that, it's really taken off. I'm getting postcards from local bands that are like, dropping their gigs here and touring Europe, and that seems to be the big thing.
It's definitely, it's going to be a good year for us, and we're going to try and stay out for about 16, 18 months, for as long as we can go, and just drive it into your head.
Well, it's been great talking with you, and I want to catch you back when you guys come through.
You.
I haven't missed a show since I've been old enough to mosh. So
Right on.
So it was great crowd surfing with you, and
it was great rumbling the house. I enjoy that, man.
It's great. I mean, when I first heard, on the radio, Megadeth at the Bomb Factory, I thought this is a joke. Maybe it's like a, tribute band or something. I said, no way. It seems like that would be Starplex or Reunion or something like that. I was totally amazed.
We're not afraid to play small places. It means the same whether we play here or we play there. And like I said, these gigs, this is giving it back to the fans and letting them see a small, intimate little show. An intimate evening with Megadeth.
With candlelight. See, all you other bands... bands out there watching need to watch and learn from these guys, because these are the pros, because they don't forget where it starts and where it comes from, where the true love is. Because a lot of the bands, I'm not going to mention any local bands that really kicked off big, but they've kind of forgotten the roots, where they've come from, and the people who really love them and made them what they are. And that's what it's all about. This guy's got it all. Thanks for being with us on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks, bro. You can turn it off now.